Before we begin, I would just like to say Dr. Doom's introduction to the Marvel Cinematic Universe sucked balls and in no way reflect the true character's power and potential. Now for your scheduled uninterrupted program. Victor Von Doom, known as Dr. Doom, was born in Latveria and experienced the loss of his parents at a very early age. Some speculate that these tragic events were orchestrated by the Marquis of Death, one of the most powerful reality warpers and among the top 5 in Marvel Comics, whose abilities are considered too potent for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Victor's mother, Cynthia, was a skilled sorceress who dabbled in the dark arts and made a pact with Mephisto, a demon ruling a dark realm. Cynthia Von Doom grew weary of her people being persecuted by Latveria's Baron and his men. Desperate, she traded her soul for temporary powers from Mephisto. Armed with this dark magic, she marched into a village and started killing the Baron's men as punishment. However, Mephisto deceived her. Using his magic, also killed all the children in the village, which he had planned all along as an offering. Stricken with guilt over what happened, Cynthia rejected Mephisto's powers. With his last breath, one of the Baron's guards stabbed her through the back. She died in her husband Werner's arms, asking him to care for their son Victor and to ensure he did not follow her dark path. Although Mephisto's origins have been lost to time, it is rumored that he might be the offspring of Lilith, the primordial mother of evil. He has often pretended to be Satan, although he is not Lucifer, and calls the realm he rules over hell. It is said that he was the snake that deceived Adam and Eve. Knowing his mother's soul would be tormented for eternity, Dr. Doom shaped his destiny, driven by a desire to free her from eternal suffering. Victor's father, Werner, was later killed by the cold after fleeing Latveria. He had been pressured to use his medical skills to save the Baron's wife, but, knowing there would be dire consequences if he failed, chose to escape with Victor instead. Tragically, Werner succumbed to hypothermia, but Victor survived. Victor's connection to sorcery and his vast intellect, which even surpassed the likes of Tony Stark, made him a villain to be feared in his journey to save his mother's soul. Fast forward to university years, Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom were intellectual peers, engaging in debates on esoteric theories day and night that amazed their faculty members. Their brilliance was often compared to that of Albert Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci. While Richards focused on designing his starship, Doom became obsessed with developing a machine that could project the astral form of a being into other dimensions, hoping to free his mother's soul from Mephisto's clutches. When Reed pointed out a flaw in Doom's calculations, Doom arrogantly ignored his warnings, perceiving it as an attempt to upstage him, likely due to their mutual dislike. The machine subsequently exploded, leaving Doom's face scarred. He was soon expelled for conducting unethical experiments. From that moment on, Doom blamed Reed Richards for the destruction of his face and his expulsion from the university. Before even entering university, Victor Von Doom had already demonstrated his genius by creating a doppelganger of himself, a human-like robot with advanced AI systems which he deemed as a prototype for the future. This robot tricked the Latverian authorities and was killed in a hail of bullets. Upon closer inspection, they realized it was not the real Victor Von Doom. This was but a glimpse of his extraordinary intellect. After being expelled from university, Doom traveled the world and eventually arrived at a small village where he was assisted by monks. There, in a monastery in Tibet, he magically forged his titanium armor, a nuclear-powered AI battlesuit. This suit became a symbol of his power and determination. Dr. Doom's suit, while not as advanced as Tony Stark's Iron Man suit in terms of arc reactor technology, uses nuclear fusion rather than fission. This allows for self-sustaining energy that can be enhanced by solar power. Combined with magical enhancements to the armor which can withstand energy blasts that can destroy an entire planet, and Doom's deep knowledge of sorcery, his suit operates on an entirely different level, making the Iron Man suit seem like child's play in comparison. Even with the suit powered down, has been able to hold his own in hand-to-hand combat against the Hulk, demonstrating his physical prowess and combat abilities honed by the monks who trained him. After constructing his battlesuit, Dr. Doom immediately set out to conquer Latveria. He confronted the country's leader, the Baron, and executed him by delivering a prolonged electric shock from his gauntlets, holding the top of the Baron's skull until it began to melt. The Baron's men launched a barrage of bullets at Doom, but his force field effortlessly deflected all the firepower, including rockets. Doom stood there laughing as the Baron melted away in front of his horrified soldiers. Dr. Doom began systematically destroying Latveria's army, and news crews soon started recording his actions live. In an ultimate display of power, Doom harnessed the sun's energy to power up his finger blaster. Deadly on its own, the blaster became even more lethal when enhanced. Using his AI systems to calculate the optimal height and velocity, Doom fired his blaster and swept the laser across the battlefield, decapitating 100 soldiers with lethal precision in a single swipe. As the soldiers saw the heads of their comrades fall, they gave up and began to flee. All of this was broadcasted live, demonstrating Doom's overwhelming power to the world. While DJing at an event, Iron Man witnessed the live broadcast as Dr. Doom declared himself the new king and ruler of Latveria. The unprecedented conquest of a European country in just a day shocked the world. Determined to confront Doom, Iron Man flew to Latveria. As he approached, he asked Jarvis to analyze Doom's armor.
"Sorry, sir, scans came back negative. It's a holographic decoy,"
Jarvis reported. Before Stark could react, the real Doom flew up and kicked him in the head, sending Iron Man hurtling downward. Iron Man recovered quickly, and his suit's flight capabilities and advanced maneuverability outmatched Doom's suit. Dodging Doom's attacks, Tony asked, "Jarvis, tell me what we're dealing with."
A nuclear-powered suit with a titanium hull, advanced AI systems, and hidden weapons at his disposal, sir. Analyze for weaknesses. On it, sir.
As the fight raged on, Tony's air combat skills proved most useful. Jarvis then informed him,
"Sir, we can try to overload his nuclear systems to shut down the suit. However, be cautious. His suit has electrified systems. If you engage in hand-to-hand combat, you'll need to call in the big gun."
Understanding the plan, Tony prepared to exploit Doom's vulnerabilities while avoiding close-quarters combat. Doom began charging up his finger blaster as Iron Man kept dodging his punches. Anticipating Tony's movements, Doom launched missiles and had his AI calculate where Iron Man would dodge, firing his finger blaster for a direct hit.
"Systems down to 30% power, sir. We can't take another hit like that."
Doom followed up with his electric gauntlets charged. Knowing the risk, Tony let Doom hit him, grabbing the gauntlets and absorbed the energy to 400% power. Tony unleashed a powerful attack designed to disable Doom's suit.
"Sir, we have bad news. We only have about 30 seconds until the suit comes back online."
"Now's a good time to jump in, pal," Tony remarked. At that moment, the Hulk leaped into the fray, engaging Doom in one-on-one combat. Doom, biding his time because he knew his suit would come back online, began laughing in a sinister tone. Tony was shocked to see Doom effortlessly blocking shots and even punching the Hulk. Tony joined the fight, firing on Doom to assist the Hulk, but to his surprise, Doom's magical armor sustained no damage. "This is not good," Tony muttered. Just then, Doom's suit came back online. Victor unleashed a disruptor blast, stunning the Hulk. He then grabbed the Hulk by his hair, flew 50 stories up into the air, and punched him in the face, sending the Hulk plummeting downward. As Dr. Doom stared down Tony, he instantly disappeared. Tony, bewildered, asked, "Where is he? What just happened?" Doom had teleported behind him, grabbing Tony by the top of his helmet and forcefully turning him around. "Tin Man can teleport?" Tony exclaimed. Doom crushed Tony's helmet and skull, then threw him to the ground. In the blink of an eye, Victor found himself in a completely different environment. Looking at his hands, he realized his armor was gone. He touched his face and felt no scars. "What's going on?" he muttered. As he looked around, a tear began to roll down his cheek. With a trembling voice, he whispered, "Mom?" Share, like, comment, and subscribe for part 2.